Hello and welcome to Trade TV. The program is Lead, where we learn, educate, apply to develop. My name is Clem, also known as Heavy D. I'm your host, and I'm going to be here dissecting a topic we call effective leadership. My guest is not a stranger to the media, neither is he a stranger to Ghana. He's a visionary, a leader, and of course, a businessman. This is my second interaction with him. The first time was on radio, but now we're on television. He's none other than the one and only Honorable Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, the founder of L.P.G and also the flag bearer, Liberal Party of Ghana. Welcome to Lead.
Thank you.
How have you been?
Oh, we've been managing and we are doing whatever we can. It's not easy, but you can't complain too much. So
This is our first interaction on television. I'd like to know from you, since we last spoke, what has been going on?
actually, we've been trying to do our best, but things are very, very tough for us. But we are still managing. As a leader of a political party, we've been trying to bring our people together in the various constituencies to encourage them to move the party campaign into wherever they are. It has not been easy, especially looking at the way prices of goods are soaring every day, and especially with the fuel and stuff like that. So you plan for something, then the next day your plan become useless because you wake up to see changes of prices changing, keep on changing. So it's not easy, but all that you can do is to complain and keep quiet. You complain, then you keep quiet, you complain, then you keep quiet, and then you sleep.
Well, I'm glad you complained, but this time you will not be able to be quiet anymore because we
Yeah.
have to really express ourselves and also share with us your vision as a leader. I know that one of your focuses is on employment
Exactly.
and on the youth as well,
Exactly.
right? Since I wouldn't say you lost the
Yeah.
bid, but since your last bid, what have you done for the youth besides politics?
Actually, we've been educating people, encouraging people to go into businesses. We've been showing them the way. Like if, especially those who are coming from universities and polytechnics, we've been guiding some of them on campuses as to how they can kickstart, how they can start their own businesses, than relying on coming out from school to be employed by anybody. So we'll be showing them that Ghana here, there are a lot of opportunities that they can tap into because we have a lot of problems and every problem requires a solution. So they should be able to identify some of the problems that they can provide solutions to. And out of that, it will be business for them. So we've been helping these young people, we're talking to them, and some have taken it and they are working on it.
Before we get into the main topic of effective leadership, let's elaborate more on what you did with the youth in terms of them coming out of schools. I believe it's in the area of entrepreneurship
Exactly.
and also career building, if I were not paraphrasing you. What have been some of the challenges? Let's see the results, the challenges you faced, and how effective do you think that is?
Talking about challenges in what?
In terms of getting them to understand that coming out of school,
Oh, yeah.
this is where you have to go. Because what I realized is recently I had a discussion with one of my guests in terms of the connection between a potential and a credential. And
Okay.
it kind of, it doesn't balance. Okay, I see this country, they are more focused on the credentials, not the potentials. So what challenges do you face dealing with that?
Oh, actually, what I've seen is that most of our young people, about 90% of them, their attention and their mind is towards entertainment. It's about I would say most of the young people, they don't see the future is near. They think that the future is far from where they are. So they spend quality time on Even when they are browsing on the internet, they look for comedy. They spend most of their time on comedy instead of learning new skills or new trade. So they don't pay much attention to importance. That's how I've observed the young people in this part of the world. It's like they spend most of their time on comedy. You know, especially they use social media for comedy. It's hardly you see them learning new skills
Right.
from the internet. But there are abundant skills that they can pick up from on the internet. So we've been to some schools like University of Ghana, other schools. We've been there, and when you bring them together and you're talking to them, their interest is more to do on the item 13 that you offer them.
The food.
Yes. Oh
I see.
yeah, most of them. They come to the program
Specifically for the food.
because they know that after the program they'll be having meat pie and some drinks.
Well, sir, variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
Would you say that entertainment is not important, or it's excessive?
No, it's the entertainment. I won't say it's not important. I will never say that. But there's time for play and there's time for work. You get money, and what you get is what you use to entertain yourself. So you can't put entertainment first if it's not your line of business.
Okay.
You understand?
Understand,
If it's
yeah.
your line of business, then you put it first because there's your work. So, but if you are going to enjoy entertainment, then it means you have to do something to produce the income to enable you to use part of the income you've earned to entertain yourself. So, but here they don't generate any income, and they are not interested to generate income, but rather they are interested to entertain themselves.
Why do you think so?
Yes, because they don't see why they are here. Most of them, they don't even know why they are in this world, because we don't teach our children from basic school. We don't teach them that they are here to serve a purpose. They are here to make impact. They think they have to go through school and that's all. You get, like you said, get the credentials. If you get a degree, that it ends it there. No. And suddenly you see somebody even graduating from our universities and polytechnics and find them on the bus reading. Here it's difficult to find people reading or researching outside what they've been taught from school. They believe in what happens in classroom, it ends there, and that's all.
On this show, Lead, we're here to learn, to educate, to apply, and develop. We will get to the issue of applying to develop, because basically you did make mention of the fact that over here they don't really pay attention to a lot of things that are important. As a leader who has a vision for Ghana as a country, I know you've shared it several times, but can you briefly share your vision for Ghana?
Oh, the vision is simple. We want to. We believe that we have to create a better Ghana for every Ghanaian. So putting people's life first through technology. And then we believe that we have a new plan to create jobs and to create work. So we have gone through the nation and realized that most of our natural resources that we have here are being controlled by outsiders. It's because we don't pay attention to certain things. And so our oil is being controlled by foreigners. Our gold is controlled by foreigners. Everything is controlled by foreigners. Even when you visit our marketplaces, the shops, the supermarket, and the rest, the goods that we consume there, about 90% of them are imports. So we don't create jobs. We don't create wealth. And this one is going on. It's going on, and it will continue. The goods and services that we consume here, about 90% are foreign owned or foreign imports. Let me give you like telecommunication. A telecommunication is owned by Vodafone. Now Vodafone is Telecel. The other one, MTN. Airtel Tigo. They are all owned by outsiders. When you go to the airline industry, KLM, British Airways, Delta, etc., Emirates, and the rest. What is ours? We don't have anything there. You know, when you go down to even the vehicles that we use, about 99% of the vehicles are imports. If they are not second-hand, maybe if they are not used cars, maybe few of them are what cars from elsewhere. You know, so everything. And then when you come to the production sector, the gold sector, you see, is controlled by Newmont, Chirano, Goldfields, Anglo Gold. They are all foreign companies owned by them. So they pick everything away. When you go to the oil and gas sector, the oil is really controlled by Tala Oil, Anadaco, Cosmos Energy, and all those kind of stuff. They're all outsiders.
Hold that thought for a minute. You're watching Lead here on Trade TV here with Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, the flag bearer and founder of L.P.G. When we come back, we'll have more for you. Welcome back to Lead here with the Honorable Mr. Kofi Akpaloo. And we were discussing the issue on effective leadership. Before the break, he did make a statement about most of the companies here being run by foreigners. Now, to get back to that, so what do you think is contributing to the fact that most of these companies are being run by outsiders? Does that mean that we can manage our own affairs like the great Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, we're capable? Does it mean we're not capable?
We are more than capable. We are more than capable, but just that because of lack of proper leadership, that's where we are. We need to generate or create our own capital, because if you don't create capital, you can't own anything. So we need to create capital so that everything become ours. You know, like you need, let's say you have oil and you need $500 million
Right.
to go into exploration, or $1 billion. If you need $1 billion, all that you have to do is to set up a company and then flow shares and invite all Ghanaians everywhere to buy part of the shares. So, assuming you are able to convince 1 million Ghanaians, those who are in Ghana and those who are outside, and then you ask them, this is oil, this is your property, I want you to own part of this. So instead of giving it to Cosmos Energy and Adaco for them to bring foreign money to come and invest here, we want you to invest and own it. So all that we do is to find qualified men and women to manage it. And then we share the ownership. So if the Ghanaian decide to invest, and let's say each person is investing $500 minimum, 500 multiplied by 1 million will give you $500 million.
Yes.
Now, Anadaco, who owns Anadaco? Who owns Cosmos Energy? Who owns Tala Oil? There's not a single person who owns that company.
No.
Multiple of investors that have put in money to own part of it. You take a company like Newmont, you can't have a single person claiming ownership of Newmont. It's owned by numerous shareholders. So here, our problem is that one person wants to own everything. And those who are in higher places, who are managing our country, they don't have this at the back of their mind. It's none of their business. Their interest is that, oh, I'm the leader of government business, I'm the leader of this, I'm this, and then they go about so that the people, the businessmen, the investors will come and then they'll be bribing them money. So they give them $1 million for something that he has not worked for. And then he get the $1 million, he thinks it's okay. So the rest, whether you die or whatever, he don't care. Because at least he got him $1 million free. And then the next, another person will come give him $10 billion. And then, so we are investors, want to invest in this. Wow, government is looking for investors. So if people have come and they want to invest, and then they've given him $10 million, oh what? He will go and spend $2 million to do campaign, and then you win, and then money will be coming like that. So that's where the interest is, but not where they should have thought about. No, this is our property. It's for all of us. Let's create capital. Let's get Ghanaians together. Let's put the resources together. Let the teacher union, let the nursing and doctor union, let the trade union, whatever union, let them set up a fund. Let them use the fund to invest here. The insurance companies, let them create fund. Let them use the fund to invest in this. You know, if you don't do this, you'll be poor. And we don't teach our kids also from school how to save and invest.
Okay.
There is no way you can be a millionaire or you can be rich financially if you don't save and invest. So we need to educate our children from basic school.
I mean, there's no genuine way.
No, there's no way you can be rich on this planet if you don't save and invest.
Okay.
Because you see, you save the little that you get. Assuming you are working, you are earning 1,000 cedis, you should leave at least 10% into a savings account.
I say this in reference to your previous statement that perhaps somebody will be bribed $1 million and they think that that's it. To him or her, that may be that they're rich. That's why I said there's no genuine way.
That to me, that's not riches.
That's not riches.
No.
But to them, okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's not riches. You see, you one person, you own it, and you think you are rich, you are not, because there are a lot of people around you who can't fend themselves. So that doesn't make you rich. You become rich when you are able to impact the rest. So the people surrounding you are rich. Assuming you are the king of a village or a town or whatever, and you as a king, you are the only person who has money. So you are the powerful king. And then you have subordinates or whatever
Who are poor.
who are poor. So it means you are naked. But when the people surrounding you are all wealthy, then you see that you are powerful. America is powerful because all the billionaires are from America. Deliberately, America decided to create opportunity for people to make it. Even when you come out from somewhere and you hit America today and you want to make it, they'll help you to make it. Because when you make it there, most of your resources will stay there. It won't go anywhere. Because you want to make more. I hope you get it.
Yes.
So we need to create an environment that our people will be richer. You have to help your people. If you don't help your people to become rich, and you are the only person who is rich, you are poor. Because when we divide the total income of whatever you have to the rest, when it become everybody can tiny. So that's why some countries, the GDP is peanuts. Per capita income is peanuts. So let everybody make it, and then you see that your per capita income will be what? Huge.
In my opinion, your previous campaigns or approach was more, would I say, more, I don't want to use the wrong word, but I say was more, I wouldn't say aggressive, but more stronger. Okay, that's the word. Stronger than now. What has changed?
No, when you are growing, you do things differently from when you are young. Now I've learned a lot. So from my previous experience, it gives me how to do things now better. Because now, though I'm not aggressive, like you are saying,
Stronger.
like before, but I'm doing better now than my previous times. Because now, when you go to the parts of the country, you'll find my presence there. Yes, because I have people who are representing me there. Because now I've come to the realization there is a party.
I would
So
say,
build
but
structures.
not to cut you off though, but I would say that I must say that you have the most posters in town. I mean, like
Oh yeah.
everywhere.
Oh yes. Yes. Even they're going to do more. They're going to do more. Those that you saw in town, like some are becoming
Faded.
and we have to remove them, replace them.
But you put them there way before everything even
Yes,
started.
because we realize that we are not popular like the MPP and NDC. So we got to sell ourselves first to the people for them to know at least there's another person out there. So we are doing it, and now we are doing it even more stronger than before. Because as I'm talking with you, if you go to the northern part of Ghana, you see our people seriously working. If you go to Volta region, the hometown, you find people working seriously. If you go to the western part of Ghana, the western north, and then the western region, and then the central region, you see people working seriously. It's Greater Accra that is quite quiet. Yeah, even Greater Accra, if you go to a place like Amasaman, Trobo, what do you call it? Bawe. Yeah. You see our candidates working seriously there.
How are people responding to you as a flag bearer? And where is your stronghold?
Unfortunately, we don't have a stronghold anywhere. So we are working everywhere. Yeah, we don't have a stronghold, so we are working everywhere. We want to make ourselves known everywhere, so that at least we will, at the end of the day, we realize we will know where our stronghold actually is.
Okay.
So for now, we can't say this place is our stronghold because we are going everywhere, trying to market ourselves to the people to see, yeah. But to me, if I compare where we are coming from to where we are now, I can tell you that at the moment we are at the best place.
Wow.
Yeah.
You made mention of the entrepreneurship, the lack of effective leadership, and so on and so forth. But the program is about effective leadership. What is effective leadership?
To be more effective as a leader, you have to have emotional quotient, and then you must also have intelligent quotient. And then when you put them together, you have excellent quotient. At least you must have some social quotient as well. You are dealing with people.
Right.
So as a leader, you must have empathy. You must have that emotional connection. And then you also live in society. So as you live in society, you must have that social connection. You should be able to have control over those things. Because, you touches people's hearts about what you do, your actions. So if you are able to touch them positively, and then when somebody is in pain because of that empathy, you'll be able to feel for the person, and then you'll be able to have that. If you are not able to control the emotions, it will be very difficult to lead. Very difficult to lead because whatever will come out from your mouth, either it goes to build or goes to destroy. So with emotions, when you have strong emotions, proper control of emotions or feelings or more understanding of it, then you're able to. So you can have the IQ, but if you lack the SQ or the EQ, then it will be very, very difficult to lead. So as a leader, these are the qualities that you need. You need to have strong emotional quotient and strong IQ. That's my conviction.
One of my previous guests, they say that I want to just quote him that he feels that the Ghanaian has lost their identity. What are your views on that?
Yes, he's right. Yeah, he's right because here it's like we are confused as a people.
We are confused as a people.
Yes, we are confused because you see, we don't know where we are going. We don't know where we are. That is my understanding.
Why so?
Yeah, because you see, now We are destroying even all our lands.
Mm.
The land that have been reserved for forestry, I mean, we are destroying them. The land that have been reserved for farming, we are destroying them. Even we are building, and we are building anywhere, because we believe that if somebody becomes a chief, the person can just sell the land. So everybody just land anyhow, and we are building anywhere. And when you come to the cities, it's like people sell anywhere.
Mm.
People sell anywhere. You can, and then uh, even on our streets, you find this container kiosks all scattered all over. You know, so it's very difficult. It's very difficult. At this day and age, you go to Circle and Odona, you can feel the stench. It's very, very difficult.
We will come to sanitation, but
Yeah,
let's speak about the issue of corruption.
yeah,
As president,
yeah.
what would you do about it?
Corruption is something that nobody, even God Himself,
Mm.
cannot stop it. You understand? Nobody can stop it. Nobody. If anybody promise you that when I come, I'll stop corruption, the person is a joker.
Mm.
No matter what, people, you can't know what somebody is thinking. If somebody is planning evil, you have no clue.
Wow.
So what you do is that you put control mechanism such that people hardly find it easy to steal. So when I become president, I will make sure cash in our hand will be less. Everybody, most are going to use electronic e-cash for most of our transactions, and then it goes straight into your account. So we can easily trace the source of your wealth.
Mm.
It will be, we're going to make sure if you want to own a house or buy a car, you don't carry cash to go and buy a car. We want to build a solid credit system so that nobody carries cash to buy anything. Why should somebody carry $300,000 to go and buy a house, or $500,000 to go and buy a house
In cash.
in cash? No, we shouldn't entertain those things. If somebody want to own a house, the person should go through, right system, proper conveyancing. You don't just carry cash around like the way we do here. We have to put a stop to that. So that's why you can go to somebody's house and you find millions of money stashed there, because we encourage people to carry cash.
Mm.
We have to reduce it, that you can't carry cash.
So what would you have done if it was you as
Yeah,
president?
yeah, we will do proper investigation,
Mm.
and then we find the source. And as an accountant, I believe that finding the source of the money is easy.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to know the source of the money, because every money has a trail.
Mm.
You should know where it started from and where it came from and where it got here, how it got here. So if you sold your gold, maybe the gold, you should know who bought the gold. And then the kind of taxes that you paid. If it's by inheritance, which inheritance tax did you pay? So if you want to do the right thing, you can do the right thing.
So should the person be found guilty, would you hold them accountable?
Yeah, the person has to face the law. But the problem here is that we need to amend most of our laws here. And then, because you can easily get away with anything, in Ghana, because the laws favor the criminal. The laws keep on favoring the criminals. So it's easy that somebody will apply some whatever laws, and then the person will get away with it. That was why in 1979, people were punished, because the soldiers came in, they realized this kind of stuff were going on. People were doing things, and they were doing anything anyhow, and they were going scot-free. So the army were pissed off. That's why when they came in 1979, they started lashing people on the street and they're jailing people, So we need to get to a point that the way we delay the court process, we spend so much time uh, going through one case, all those things, we need to look at them. Because let's take a Dr. Opuni's case with the cocoa board and whatever. For nearly 8 years, the case has not ended. Why? I don't understand. I'm not saying he has told anything or whatever, but I'm just using as an example.
Shouldn't drag that long.
We shouldn't drag that long, yeah. Because we drag cases, and I don't think it's the best. Yeah.
Let's come to the issue of sanitation.
Yeah, sanitation. It's a very big problem. It's a very big problem here. But the solution is simple. When I'm in power, we are not going to have Abubuya carrying refuse. We ban the street. Even that Abubuya, I don't want to see them on the street. Maybe they can go to the villages and go and work there.
Is it because there's no employment?
Yes, because there's no employment, that's why. So somebody just get money and buy a motor, and then they're making a nuisance on the street. And then those who are selling, and then they bring their stuff from the shop and put them on the pavement. What we see? Nobody can do that. And that my watch.
So then what would be the alternative? I mean, of course, yes, definitely it's a challenge. What would be the alternative for somebody who can't make ends meet and that's their only source of livelihood?
Oh no, we'll find something for them to do. We'll find something for them to do, because it's in our plan as a party that we don't import. We're not going to import
At all.
No. We will only import things that we cannot do them here. But things that we can produce, we have to empower people to produce them. Clothing. Why should we import clothing? Shoes, toiletries, and things like that. We shouldn't import them. Poultry, rice. No, we shouldn't import them. We should empower Ghanaians to produce them locally. So we're going to empower people. We give them good money to invest in their businesses to increase production. Because if you give poultry farmers, let's say 100 of them, you give them 10 million cedis each, it's 1 billion cedis, which is less than $100 million. But they can use that money to produce a lot. So my plan is that I want to ban importation of poultry in the first 6 months of my government. 6 months of my government. A ban importation of rice, a ban importation of poultry. Because we should be able to give our poultry farmers enough resources to produce the volumes that we need here. Then we can do it. And then everything that we can produce, and those who are already producing them, let's give them the support for them to produce in large volumes. Because if they are able to produce large volumes, then they'll benefit from economies of scale, because cost of production will be minimal, will be very, very small, so that they can compete with the outsiders. And honestly, I would discourage people from bringing goods down here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that will provide jobs. That will provide jobs. Because if you have factories rising up, they will employ people. And then also, we are going to introduce child benefit and unemployment benefit. So if we give you money, you spend the money, and businesses will do well. And it will also affect job creation.
You didn't make mention of that before. Let's talk about, well, job creation is one thing, but let's talk about the pay structure in Ghana. In your opinion as an accountant, what do you think is wrong with the pay structure in Ghana? How people are paid?
Because we don't have enough jobs. So people are paid less than what they deserve. Because if you pay somebody 500 cedis, 500, which is less than $40.
Yes, a month.
A month. Then it means you are insulting the person. Yeah. So that money, you can't take the person anywhere. So we need to pay them well. And then also we need to, instead of paying monthly, we should pay people weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah. Because you
So
just divide
the
them.
clocking system?
Yeah, you just divide the amount you are going to pay the person per month. You divide them into 4 weeks, and then you pay them every week. Or maybe you divide them the whole year. If the whole year is, let's say, 13,000, you divide it by 52 weeks. And then so you know how much you pay the person every week. So all the time, people having money to spend in the economy, and then it will help the economy to grow. But if you wait till the end of the month before the person get paid, you know, if the person get paid today, maximum 2 weeks, the money will be left with zero. So the person will begin to start finding other means to steal. But if you pay them weekly, at least if they are spending it for 2 days or 3 days, they can still survive till the next pay check.
Yeah. Let's come to tourism.
Yeah.
How would you develop the tourism sector?
Yeah, we need to support those who are in the industry, especially those who are doing hotel businesses, because a lot of people want to come in town, want to come to town, but they don't know where to lodge, because you don't have enough hotels here, enough accommodation. So let's support those who are in that line, and then also create a lot of activities to attract people down here. So let's also support our artists, invest in them, so that they can give the best shows to attract people.
Artists in terms of
Or
creative arts.
the creative arts. Like taking a person like Shatawale. Shatawale is a global icon. Blacko, but we need to market them.
Black Sheriff?
Black Sheriff, yeah. We need to market them. But the other young guys who are even better than these guys that I've just mentioned, but because they don't have the brand, so you can't fill them. So let's invest in them. And then when we invest in them, then they will attract.
I was coming back at the issue of the entertainment,
Yeah.
and that's where we're coming to now.
Yeah.
Invest in them. Well, as president, what would you invest in them?
Actually, myself, I wouldn't be able to say invest in this or invest in that. But let's give those who are into that industry the resources because they know where they're going to put the money.
Well, could argue that some of these artists you made mention of are already global icons, are already out there, and most of them, quote unquote, I would say, I don't know their pockets, but have financial stability to an extent. So, in this regard, would you say that we're not doing enough for the up and coming artists? Or?
Yeah, they all struggle their way to get to where they are. They struggle their way to the top, like Medical, Shatta, Stonebwoy, Amachi Dede, and all those guys. They struggle their way to get there. You can't feel any contribution from the state, and it's not the best.
Which of these artists do you admire?
In fact, I'm not entertainment guy per se, but I like Stonebwoy, and I like Shatta as well, and Blacko.
Any particular songs that you would?
I can't sing any of them. I don't know, but I like their marketing bit, the way they are marketing themselves, like Stonebwoy and Shatta. They'll create some rivalry among themselves.
The beef.
Yeah, the beef, and people will be talking about it, and you see that generate the revenue, that generate the income. So I'm interested in the income bit, So I like, because those guys, the way I follow them is that because they are my people, because they are from Volta region. So I'm proud to see them rising to the top. Honestly, I must be. When it comes to those things, I'm very tribalistic. Yeah.
When it comes to those things, you're tribalistic.
Yeah, because when I see a Voltarian doing well, in fact, it gives me joy. It gives me joy, I must admit, because I now want to see more of them. I want to see more of them. That was why I cried when I heard that Achu has gone to the ancestors. He was doing very well. Even Doku, the guy Jeremy, the guy who played for Man City now. Though he has naturalized for Belgium, but I know he's from the Volta region. So when I see people like that, I'm happy. Yeah.
Well, quite interesting though.
Yeah.
I see that was a genuine smile though. But I wanted you to actually give me one song of any one of them.
I can't sing it.
Not even one.
No. Maybe Shatta was he said Muhammad money or whatever. what is it? Muhammad paper, maybe that's what. Actually, I don't pay attention to their music, but I pay attention to their stardom.
Right. What's a typical day for you like? What time do you get up in the morning? Let's talk work ethics as a whole, because I see that you're in your office on time, you do everything. Work ethics. What's a typical day for you?
Okay. Normally by 5, I should be up, and then I'll start dressing up for the day. So then I go and come home late. Sometimes I get back like 10 p.m. or something like that, because this our work. The radio, the TV, they will need you maybe in the evenings or need you. So you have to get yourself ready and go. But naturally, I'm somebody that I don't want to go to a place late. If you invite me and you say the program starts at 8, I'll make sure by 7:45 I'm there. If you give me, I always try to go 15 minutes or 30 minutes early, because I don't want to be late for a program. So, in fact, when I become president, it will be difficult for some people in Ghana here, because if we come to your workplace and you are not there, then you must have a reason not to be there.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
They say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, maybe I would say jollof rice.
Jollof rice.
Yeah, that's
Which of the Ghana or Jollof?
Oh, definitely Ghana.
Ghana jollof.
I don't know Nigeria jollof because there's nothing like Nigeria jollof. I don't think anybody cook better than Ghana. I've visited most countries, and maybe Spanish food sometimes look better, or maybe yeah. But if you want to enjoy food, you have to come to Ghana. Ghana is the best place. Like when you go to the up north, you enjoy proper organic food. When you go to Volta region, you also enjoy fettudechi. You enjoy Akpaloo and fettudechi. So, and then when you go to the Ashanti region, you enjoy some fufu and akrantie soup and or some snails and what do you call it? Some mushrooms, and you enjoy it. Well cooked, well done. Unlike some places where you go and they'll say half baked, half cooked. No, we don't believe in those things.
Medium rare.
Yes, then those are the food that normally get people into all kind of sicknesses and all that. But Ghana is hardly, if not our way of managing our environment, it would have been difficult for a Ghanaian to force it. Yeah, but because we don't manage our environment well, and we take everything in, go to the market where people are selling. See, they are selling beside the gutter, they're selling, anyway. And then those food end up on the president's table, end up on the minister's table, end up on the chief table. Everybody is eating from the same dirt, because the supermarket, if you think that you are eating from Marriott or you are eating from Lancaster or anywhere, so you think, no, they're all buying from the same place. So please, we should pay attention to sanitation. It's very important. Yeah, if we're looking at the budget that we spend on sanitation, that's not what you are getting
for the budget that's being used.
Yeah, because if you look at the money that goes into sanitation, I'm not saying Ghana should be a cleaner,
Mm.
cleaner environment than what we have here. Yeah.
Is it that we don't have enough cleaning companies, or
Yes, because we have maybe 2 or 3 companies. They are taking the money, but you hardly see their work done.
would you expand that industry?
Definitely so. That's why I said we will not have this aboboya carrying those things. It's not going to be in one man's pocket. No, we have to spread it. So you have to get yourself ready in case you want to go into that industry.
Your views on Okada?
Okada
Mm.
as a commercial vehicle.
Yes.
Oh, maybe if you want to race and then you want to take Okada, I don't have a problem. But the thing is that under my watch, nobody can ride a motorbike and be doing anything anyhow on the roads. You have to obey the traffic regulation.
Many say that there are a lot more motorbikes now than vehicles.
Yeah, because the reason is that they are misbehaving mostly on our roads. So that's why people think they are many. They are not. They are few, but just that
They're not observing traffic rules.
exactly they are not observing, and the police too is also the problem. The MTTD.
Why so?
Yeah, because sometimes you go to a place and even in front of the president's house, Nima, and then just at the traffic light, then the police will be observing the trotro dropping people or picking people just at the traffic light. You go to 37, the same thing. Police are standing there. You know, you go to this place. What is the name? CMB, Kingsway. You go there, and the police are there, and the truck drivers have occupied the whole road, and you can't go anywhere. You have to stand there because you've taken money from them. You know, under my watch, it won't happen. Even we are not going to allow any truck driver to pick passengers on the road. You have to go to a station and pick people.
Before we wrap up, there's been a rise of some new political aspirants in the past few months.
Yeah.
What are your views on that, and what are the chances of L.P.G this year?
Those who are coming, they are more than welcome. They are more than welcome, and it's ginger the whole thing. It's spice up everything. So I think it's the best news, especially Alancha Martin and Chada. You can see that they are warming up their system, and it's good because it shouldn't be always be MPP and DC, MPP and DC. No, we need other people to come in.
And a few other independent.
Exactly, we've seen. I think I have about, if I'm not exaggerating, about 10 independent candidates who are looking to join the fray. Like I don't know their names though, but I've seen their billboards and their posters. Yeah, I think about 10 individuals who want to be part, and it will make the 2024 election very interesting. Yeah.
I see. Finally, let's speak about the diaspora. When you become president, how would you bridge the gap between the diaspora and Ghana?
Oh, I'm going to involve them. I'm going to involve them in everything. Like I said, we need to build our own capital, owned by ourselves. So we need to involve them. They may have the money to invest, so we need to get them along. And we need, especially those who have lived outside. One or the other, they've gotten some experience, exposure, and if you allow them to be involved in the day-to-day management of the economy, they will bring in a lot of ideas to transform Ghana. So, because I've lived outside and because of my presence there, I've learned a lot, and I can testify that if we allow our brothers and sisters who are in the diaspora, we give them the chance, they will do, they will excel, and then they will take Ghana to another level.
Would you say that the great Stevie Wonder becoming a citizen of Ghana is a plus for the country? And when you become president, you give the opportunity in the diaspora. But what kind of structures do you think you will put in place for them to be able to integrate that easily?
Yeah, give them the opportunity to invest and give them reasons why they should invest in Ghana. You know, when somebody comes here and it thinks it can make money, good money, why not? They will come and then they will live here comfortably, provide them security, and everything. And electricity should be available and water should be there because you can't live in a place where there's no electricity. How do you create jobs and how do you create wealth? So we need to get electricity, the power on all the time so the businesses will thrive and individuals will live comfortably.
As an accountant, as a businessman, what would you do as president to stabilize the city?
The city, we are not going to import too much. We're not going to import too much. We are going to produce and consume. So if we are producing what we consume, it will cut our dependency on foreign products or foreign goods. So that's why I said from the onset that my government will put a ban to most of the stuff that we import into this country. And then we encourage our people to produce them here. Because toiletries like soaps, cream, body lotion, and all those kinds, I don't see why we should import them. We should give people the opportunity to produce them here. Shoes, clothing, everything that we can. Let's help our people to produce them here. Because when they produce, and they produce in volumes to meet our demand, then there will not be any need for us to go and import them. And to help the country to grow. So even I'm against Mahama, Baumia, and Alan Martin, their decision to reduce the import duties and making a flat rate and all those kind of stuff. Yeah, because when they do that, they're rather going to compound the problem. So it means if you're a young person out there and you want to get a job, and you think voting for MPP, NDC, or Afafranto will give you that, then you don't know what they're talking about because they don't have the clue. Their proposals is to go and help the people to import more. No, I will do it the other way around. I will discourage importation and I will encourage our people to produce them here. You have money, you want to import poultry from anywhere. Why don't you give that money to the poultry farmer here to produce the same quantity for you at the same price that you are looking for? So that government will give the poultry farmer a subsidy. You know, because if you are importing, let's say, $500 million worth of poultry every year, okay, now send that money to our poultry farmers. Let our poultry farmers produce for you. They will produce more than necessary. If you are importing rice, that large volume, why don't you give the money? Because when you import, it will take you 3 or 4 months before the goods arrive. Now, when you give money to a poultry farmer to give you broilers, it will take 2 months to be ready and it will be fresh. So if you can wait for
the 2 months, 3 months,
for 3 months for somebody to deliver, why can't you wait for the
2 months,
for the 2 months to get those fresh poultry,
organic
here? So it's all about leadership. It's all about leadership, and this is what we have seen, and this is what we are going to do. We will do things differently from the way MPP, NDC, and Afranfato are thinking. We are going to create jobs. We are going to create wealth. We are going to support our own people. Every Ghanaian out there who want to make it right here, will support you because we believe that if we empower you to make it. So our plan is that we are going to create at least 1 million new entrepreneurs under my watch. Because
1 million new entrepreneurs under your watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
It's all about leadership.
Exactly. It's all about leadership.
Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on to Trade TV and
Yeah.
on to Lead. Right before we wrap up, looking at the camera, you can just tell the Ghanaian your message of hope.
Oh, I will encourage every Ghanaian out there that you have to take this stereotype out by thinking that it's only MPP and NDC who can do anything. It's a lie. It's a lie. If anybody tells you it's only MPP and they are fortunate to be in big parties, that doesn't mean they have the intelligence that we don't have. We can do extremely far better than what these guys can think of. So your future is at stake here. Vote L.P.G. Vote Kofi Akpaloo. Give me the opportunity to serve you. And when I become president, trust me, we'll put monies directly into people's pocket. Every child in Ghana will receive child benefit every month. My children are 6 kids. If you look at here, I have 6 kids. I had those kids in Europe, and every month government is paying them child benefit. So I believe that your children deserve better. So when I become president, we are going to introduce child benefit and unemployment benefit. So in case you lose your job tomorrow, government will help you to live for some time before you get another job. So why don't you vote for Kofi Akpaloo? Give me the opportunity to serve you, and I'll serve you better. Under my watch, there won't be any potholes on your roads. Why should we be driving on potholes? It won't happen under my watch, because we make sure we see all the potholes. We pay the contractors and pay them on time. Vote L.P.G. Vote Kofi Akpaloo.
My guest has been the great Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, the founder of L.P.G. Liberal Party Ghana. Thanks for joining me. My name is Clennam. Thanks to my wonderful production team, Ms. J, and of course to my man here, Tony. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Heavy D. Until the next episode, you're watching Trade TV. Trade is everything. Everything is trade.